Okay. Ah, 4 degrees now. Was one before. Welcome everyone. Wrong day. Stream. Just limited on when I can do it at the moment because of the kids. They don't like having the crap all in front of them on the front seat. Cramps the lifestyle too much. But anyway, here we are. Nice and warm morning. The weather hasn't been too bad at all. It's supposed to be windy as F. Well, camera in a different spot. Wow. I'm impressed. Really good again. Oh, good. It's getting warm again. A bit of snowflake. Oh. Yes, good morning. How are you feeling? I hope you can hear me anyway. Got my microphone back, charged it up. Yeah, driving. Trying to keep awake because having 5 hours sleep a night sometimes is not enough. But anyway. Still sick. Shit. That's not bloody good at all. I was nearly on yesterday because I know you prefer Wednesdays, but my daughter decided, oh yeah, now I'm going to work early, so I had to have it in the car. And having on my gear in the front seat and me talking while she's in the car, she doesn't exactly like it, so I couldn't do it. 5 degrees, okay, yeah, it was 2 degrees at home. Drove down my street, it was 1. Then it got to 4 a minute ago, and now it's back to 3 and 2 now. So it's always a bit colder in this spot where I'm going through now. It's just like this valley thing that just runs off. There's a river not far from here, so it's just crap weather. I'd hate to live in this suburb here. It's always cold. Feels like 0. I don't know what it feels like here. It's supposed to have rained for 2 days, and nothing happened. It was boring. 0.3 mil or something. It's like, yeah. It was pretty boring actually, the weather. I mean, it's rain-wise anyway. But I was just thinking about this, that it's July and I'm gonna have to go and prune all the trees in the orchard, so that's gonna suck. I hate doing that. Prune and what do you call it? And spray. And the same with the grapes. Gonna have to do all that. So, oh, look at that! Missing the back window in his car. Nice. And there's virtually no snow here, which is amazing. Yeah. Well, I'm glad you had the rain because what's today? Thursday. Yeah, Tuesday night, Wednesday, it was supposed to rain all day and all night. It rained south of Hobart a bit, but that's about it actually. Like, yeah, there's nothing really here. And I mean, I prefer if it doesn't rain too heavy because then the driveway gets washed away, and I only just fixed it again. Well, I got the neighbour to come over with his bobcat and his excavator, but I still have to give him money because I don't like him doing it for free. But I think my tanks are like 3/4 full at the moment, so I've got about, I don't know, 40,000 litres, which is a lot now considering there's less people in the house. When everyone was there, obviously that was not going to last very long at all. But it's nice when it rains sometimes because obviously then I don't have to water the grass and crap. And I was supposed to go away last week, so I was going to go stream during the weekend, but that never happened. I went to fix up my ute. Oh yeah, so I got a 4-wheel drive. The last 2 weekends we've been so perfect here, like, you know, 20 degrees, no wind, sun, no clouds. It's just freaking, it's been brilliant. I went out during the night at midnight and you could just sit outside. It was that warm. It was like 13 degrees or something still. It was like, what the hell? This is winter. This is Tassie. So I don't know what the hell happened to the weather, but it was so good. And all I wanted was, you know, to be away trying out my camping. So I was going to stream when I go camping next in my van on my 4-wheel drive. I want to stream it actually and see how that goes. So you might see me online on the weekend or something. Not this weekend because I'm going to Melbourne on Saturday morning and then coming back Sunday. So, but I want to test my van out, how all the electrics that I've put into it, batteries and stuff, how that's going. Our dams are both overflowing. Oh well, lucky you. Ours are not. Mine are probably 3/4 full. My neighbour keeps on laughing, saying, I don't know what you're complaining about, you got water in the tank, in the dam, whatever, but he, yeah, he's below me kind of thing, so all the shit flows from our house to his, from our property. And when there's a big downpour, he gets it all, so he's never happy. And the worst thing is now, we've got to go to election. I just saw the sign, freaking in a month's time. We've only been a year ago, but they managed to kick the government out, and then we have to go again. People are going to be so pissed. But I get to work, I suppose I get, what do you call it, a bit of income from it. Everyone at work goes to me, oh, well, at least you get a day's work now. I go, yeah, but everyone's just going to be so annoyed going. So very angry people we're going to have. Yeah, as for the dams for me, we obviously, yeah, for the animals too, but actually I had a sheep die last week, so that sucked. It's bloody dragging around the property, and it had to die in the worst spot ever under this tree. Branches, crap, like, yeah, good one. But we actually, I pumped the water up to the top of my property. I got a 10,000 litre tank, and then I gravity feed the for the orchard to be able to water it and stuff like that. So it takes me like an hour and a half with the two-way pump, high flow thing to fill up the 10,000 litre tank. So it takes a while because it's up a hill. But how many animals have you got? Because I can't remember now. Can't remember if you've told me or not. And then the other question is, going back to starting. Okay, yeah, no, that's all right. It's all right. I know. That's why you prefer Wednesdays, because it's your cruise holiday day that you didn't have. So I nearly thought I was going to be on yesterday. Like, got everything ready and stuff. And then my daughter goes, oh, they changed my shift. I'm starting at 8:30 in the morning. I'm going, okay, that's great. So that stuff might plan up for you. But yeah, like I said, I've got my four-wheel drive. I noticed in my four-wheel drive I can't start, so I can't select the four-wheel drive mode. If I chuck it into four-wheel drive, I get an error message saying that it's not engaging. So I thought it was the vacuum hoses or the linkage, but checked all that out and that's all fine. So now I have to get switches for it, for the gearbox transfer case thingy. There's 5 of them. Hopefully, well, okay, you cover, so you have to excuse me, I'm still trying to wake up, but we're still in two minds if it's the switches, and it says the error code for it is the switches, but sometimes it can be the actuator too or something. So normally, and you obviously can't buy them anywhere, can't get them anywhere second hand because it's part of the transmission or the manual transmission, whichever one you have. So then I want to part with them, so that sucks like anything. And then to get them OEM, obviously you can't get them out of, it's a Mitsubishi, so you can't get them off Mitsubishi. There's a joint in Japan you can get them, but they're like $55 each, and there's 5 of them plus freight, so it's like $300. Good old eBay, sell those switches for $35, all 5. So my mechanic kind of like goes, oh, I don't know if we should be trying them. I said, hey, it's only $35 and probably an hour's work for you, so it's like still, if it works, so save money. If not, then whatever. Because sometimes what can happen, the error code is for the switches to say it's not engaging, but what can happen is that you fixed it, and then the next error code is the actuator, whatever it's called, and because of that, I can't, and you can't get to it really. Like it's like the most expensive part, so you're kind of like trying to eliminate everything first. But that would be really good if that's actually fixed next week for me, because it's already been there for 1 week last week and went in to get that fixed and we never fixed it. And while it's there, we're fixing the linkages for the wipers, because the driver's side one is a bit loose, so that when the windscreen wiper goes, it keeps on going off the car, so it's trying to wipe the air. So while it's there, we're going to get that replaced. And I was just waiting on some cables to be made up to connect up a couple of lithium batteries for me for the boot of it, so that's really cool. I've got them there yesterday, but it's dark every day I get home, so I'm not motivated enough to do it during the night. And I was going to do it this weekend, but I'm going away now to Melbourne, so I can't. But I'm going to try. I might finish early today work, I'm not sure yet. I don't know if I have to pick up my daughter or not. As usual, she thinks I know exactly what I'm doing with my life and hers, because I'm a mind reader. Oh, bummer. I should have gone the other way. Also, they've opened our $750 million bridge that they've just built, where we've waited 2 years to get done. It's actually pretty cool. You don't have to dig with traffic as much. Okay. So maybe next week I'll actually go the bridgeway if you're on, just to give you that experience of what we waited 2 years for, of inconvenience. But anyway, so hopefully if I connect up the two batteries, I might be able to test my inverter and everything else, see if all that's right. I've opened up my tent that's on top of my roof on my car, and that seems to be all good, so hang out to try it all out. But I think I'm going to change that. Actually, I might do a live stream one day from it, so I can explain to people what I need to do to change it, the roof, tent and stuff like that, and then I can test my Starlink out more. Yeah, I worked in the shed Sunday night. Yeah, it's just a bummer for you about being sick. I was hoping that after the last 2 weeks kind of thing, 2 weeks, 3 weeks, can't remember when we last streamed, at least 2 weeks ago, that you bloody bounced back and, you know, you're a different man. That's the other thing, doesn't help, because where we live sometimes, you know, there's always the colder weather and everything else. And then when you got kids, obviously it bloody just goes around in a circle. You get better, then the kids get sick, then something else happens, then just a vicious circle of crap. Yeah, that's the thing, isn't it? Sometimes it's it never ends, and yeah, I'm glad. I feel bad for you in a way, but I'm glad for myself that my kids are grown up now and they keep on talking about grandchildren having kids. I'm going, don't rush for me. And every time they go, oh, whatever, But, you know, when the kids go, oh, I got my period or whatever else, I always go, cool, that means I'm not a granddad for another month. So yeah, they just laugh at me. But yeah. And this road used to be so packed, but because they opened the bridge up, no one goes this way, so I just go this way because it's easier now. Bloody hell. The cold weather is screwing you over. And then you get the hot weather. I must say, I don't think I could live in Thailand anyway. I don't like that hot weather, that humid crap. There's stuff. Oh, there's actually snow on the mountain. Wow. So maybe it did snow. Maybe it did rain here last night. Okay. I didn't get any at home. Huh. Good old snow. Yeah, it's you'd think that, you know, Thailand would have cleared you up, kind of thing, because of the weather. But like I said, I don't think I could enjoy the 30 degrees plus with the humidity of 95% or whatever the hell it is up there. Singapore's bad enough. Every time I went. So, 2 bums changed. I have not done that for 17, 18 years. 18 years. Wow. Lucky you! So yeah. No, thank you. Hopefully I don't get grandchildren too soon, actually. Still trying to sell my house. Still haven't sold my house, which is annoying. Actually spoke to my ex-wife yesterday and said to her, sorry, you're not getting your money as quickly as you thought. Not that she cares too much, but I was hoping to get rid of the house so I can buy my caravan and not worry about this car that I've got now, but looks like I will get to enjoy the car. The 4-wheel drive camping with it. I am going to stream from it actually when I'm summer camping. That should be alright. Thank God for Starlink now, you can bloody do it anyway. Not that I want to give Elon any money. Oh, look, there's snow on the mountain. I don't know if you can see it on the camera. And on the left hand side there's Incat, which is like a shipping company that builds catamarans and all that bullshit. But on the left hand side there's a boat sitting there. It's the first it's the first full electric, not a catamaran but a ferry that's going to Netherlands or some crap. It's sitting here right now getting tested, so that's pretty cool. Wow, he's watching. He's probably going like, wow, who's that idiot talking? Wow. Wow, well, there you go. Mine used to watch Teletubbies and Dora the Explorer. That was my time of TV for the kids. And it was such a good savior because you put that on and they just watch it and you can do whatever you want. And they would just sit there and go like, yay! Thank you, TV. We have a whole full tub of Hot Wheels, wow. I don't even know where mine are. I used to collect them, wow. Especially when I was in Europe. Used to buy them all the time in the 80s. Man, if I only found them all, they'd probably be worth something now. Yeah, girls with cars. That's interesting, isn't it? At least, at least you don't stereotype him in the sense, you know, oh, you're a girl, so you have to play with ponies or whatever else, you know, you just let them do whatever. And you're interested in cars, well then, yeah, whatever. Like, whatever it is at the end, I think, the kids should be allowed to do whatever and have an interest in whatever they want. They love Teletubbies, but anytime I put on the Disney Channel, like to watch the NBA, they say cars. Yeah. Well, it's good. You wait, they'll change what they like anyway. It's funny. It's just they go through these fits and stuff like that. I can't believe there's actually snow here today. Yeah, I agree. To a point that, you know, yes, I think you're right. It's stupid, isn't it, how one gender can do whatever, a lot more of something else, and we go, yeah, whatever. But then you got the other gender and then they do something totally off field and it's the end of the world. Yeah, it's funny old world we live in, and really at the end of the day, kids, everybody should just be allowed to do what they want to do, kind of thing, and there shouldn't be a stigma behind it for anybody at the end, because I think we shouldn't be there to tell people how or what they should do or who should they see or who they, in a way, like, you know, obviously follow rules and laws and whatever else, but I still think that, yeah, you should be allowed to make your own choices in life, and we should be there to guide people, but, or kids especially, but people should have their own independence and be allowed to make their own destiny, I suppose. Toy kitchens, Barbie dream house. Yeah. Yep, no, that's right. You're right though, and it was no different when I was growing up. The stereotype was even more pronounced or whatever in the old days, where, you know, used to be gender specific, where people used to crack the sides a lot more, and you were an outcast a lot quicker because of your choices. Well, traffic's pretty good today again, so it's been a dream run. I think school holidays are next week, so it's going to be even better. Woohoo! Can't believe it. I can leave home later. There you go. Pity I haven't got a car I can put on the dashboard. Maybe one day I'll see. If I ever remember and find a car, I'll put it on the bottom of the dashboard so she can see it. I'll try to remember that, because I've no idea where I've got one sitting anywhere. Because all my little toys I had, well, some of them I've just put them away in the box. As a reminder of my youth. When the attitude hits, yeah. Well, freaking hell, what a week it's been this week, actually. Like, last week up when the new bridges, actually, where the driver that stopped at like a red lights, there were construction work still happening. And anyway, so she got slammed in the back of the car. In a stolen Ford Ranger hire car, and then obviously they drove off, so they smashed $13,000 damage to our car, one of our work cars, and so lucky for us, they actually caught the person a bit later, which is, I can't believe it. how that even happened, or how we got them, but that's nice. So that's off the road for like 3 months by the time we get it fixed, so that sucks. And then yesterday, someone was using one of our cars for a different department, and they they clipped the car in a car park, and then instead of braking, they decided to accelerate into the fence, into the wall with the car. So lost another car yesterday, so it's like, yeah, great. Not very helpful. And then I had a bit of a barney with that department anyway, so, well, boy, whatever you want to call it. Had to go and front up some people, I suppose, at the end. So I didn't make too many friends yesterday at work. But anyway. Yeah, I can't believe it. Well, hopefully your wife's alright, and she wasn't too bad. I mean, we got hit at about, I had dash cams in the cars, so you could see them following, and yeah, got hit like, she was doing 40 kilometers an hour, and then she braked after that, so to stop. And like I said, $13,000 damage. Originally we thought about 8, but then the panel beaters emailed me and said, sorry, I was wrong. Okay. Well, that's not good then. That was pretty bad then if she got a payout. Jesus. And that's the thing. I know we lose topics and we change topics while we're talking about, but it's hard. But it's a shame though, because the person loses confidence in driving. It's not even the person's fault, really, is it? Like in that way, and you lose your confidence to want to drive, which is shit, because it's not even your fault, and yeah, it just impacts that person's life so much more when stupid shit like that happens, especially, yeah. And that other person who doesn't give a F gets away with it, and it's just, yeah. I mean, I got hit by a car riding a push bike when I was 16 or 15 or whatever I was, you know. I did get a payout in those days too, but that was in the 80s, you know. That was in Victoria, so you did get a payout from an accident by the Transport Accident Commission at that time. But yeah. Ah, in a work car, okay. Yeah. I bet you it wasn't unrelated. I bet you it was to do with that, because, you know, she had to take time off work for rehab and all that shit, and because no business really cares about people anymore. Not really. You know, it's about profits and about efficiency and getting the most out of people for nothing kind of thing. You pay the price when it's not even your fault. Again, someone else's bullcrap. You know, the victim tends to suffer more than the bloody perpetrator at the end that's done it. Which is so shit. Once there was a cop car behind that single lane with sirens on. She panicked, no idea what to do, so she just stopped. Yeah. Because you don't know if that police car's for that person, or, you know, trying to pull them over, or trying to get it through. Yeah, it's a shame. It's like my mum. She got T-boned, I don't know, 20 years ago now, maybe 2, something like that. And she's never really driven after that, so every excuse under the sun why she's not going to drive, so, and she just hasn't. And then my dad keeps on driving. I said to my mum, You know, Dad's not going to be able to drive one day soon, but they're going to take his license away one day. He's going to be too old to drive, but anyway. Yeah, but that's what I'm saying. It's trying to get past, but it's very hard, you know, sometimes for a person to know. And when you're already nervous and your senses are high, you tend to, overreact sometimes, which is wrong for something that you shouldn't have to and you've never had to before. Actually, talking about police cars behind, off topic. I was driving home last night. It was dark. It was at some traffic lights. But anyway, there's a stupid peep later making a right-hand turn. And when the green arrow went, he just put his foot down in this V8, VN Commodore or Ute or some shit, whatever the hell he was in, some shit box. But anyway, so it was loud as F, that car and everything else. And he was like virtually wheel spinning and you could tell, you know, whatever he was doing. I said to myself, frick, there's never any police around. But then I looked in the corner of my eye into the street and there he is. I saw lights following him, so there must have been the car or two car lengths behind him turning right also. So it's like, yeah, karma. On dashcam's karma, they should have pity out he wasn't filming. But yeah. Does Hobart flood easy? Most of it's near water level. Nope. It does not. Can't remember the last time Hobart flooded, which is not since I've been here, and I've been here about 16 years now. So no, we did have floods coming down from where it rains for like a week or something, going back about COVID times, somewhere around there. And there's like a rivulet that runs from top of Mount Wellington. No, that's okay. Thought it was someone calling in sick. Actually, I haven't had anyone calling sick all week this week, out of 40 people, so it's pretty good. It's a pretty good department I run, but anyway, people like to come into work and put up with my crap. Anyway, but no, so there's a rivulet that runs from Mount Wellington down, which is like this canal thing with concrete around it. About, I don't know, let's say 6-7 years ago. Again, I'm guessing because I can't even remember when it was. So that was overflowing and it wrecked some Maya building or something because it runs next to through the CBD and then it runs under the ground and everything else. And so that was overflowing and flooded area. So no, Hobart itself, no, it does not flood, but more south of Hobart, like Huonville way and all that, yes. When it rains and stuff and gets flooded and the joint's blocked off and you can't get through, and then people have to call in sick because obviously they can't get to Hobart. And that's about 30 minutes from Hobart, I suppose. So, but yeah, but it doesn't here. Yeah, I was going to move to originally Huon Valley. Everyone says don't bother because it's cold and miserable and always wet and whatever else. And I would have been stuck every time it floods. So maybe it's nice. It's nice and green there. I have to go back there one day and do Hart's Mountain walk. Because I only made it halfway. So after winter I'm going to try doing that. And I'm going to try and stream it when I'm doing it again, because there is actually phone coverage there. Getting to the mountain there isn't, but I'll try to use Starlink. Actually, there's shitloads of snow. Huh. Anyway, yeah, like I said, Huonville's nice. It's just pretty crap in the winter. Not that this winter's been bad; it's been actually good so far. It's been like a dream June. I can't remember last time it's been so nice and no rain, no wind even. Like I think we had one windy day only. I'm like, what the hell? You wouldn't be able to fly any kites right now. Even right now, There's just nothing, no wind. It's only 6 degrees now, but which is still alright. Yesterday was the coldest day for the month. It was only 8 degrees, I think, during the day. So that was cold. I actually put the heater on in my office. But yeah, even though I didn't spend much time in there because obviously I was raging. So, and ending up in every other office I shouldn't be. But anyway, we're kind of like, yeah. I had a chaperone at the end of the day yesterday so that I wouldn't go off the rails. It was so funny. But anyway, because they didn't want me to quit my job. It was funny. But yeah, windy. Yeah, no, yesterday wasn't windy. It rained like showers on and off in the city here. But at home again, I went home. I looked at my gauge first. It was like only 0.3 degrees. Sorry, 0.3 mil of rain for the 24-hour period. So it's like, yeah, wow. And it's a 96% chance of rain. So yeah, it's like, yeah, thanks. Obviously I got that 4%. What are the chances of having a bad luck that bad? But yeah. Ox breath, yeah, there's not many of them left. There's only 2 in Tassie now, that one and one up in Launceston. Actually, I want to go for a drive that way again and stream, going to Burnie and The Rock. Actually, I have to do that. I can't stream in Melbourne. I wish I could stream it. No, I can't. Couldn't be arsed taking everything with me. Would have been cool because I'm going to a couple of lakes and doing a couple of things. Yes, I'm only 5 minutes from work, sadly. Like I said, the only good thing is no one's called me today yet to tell me any bad news at work. But I'm going to have to go and chase insurance paperwork for this car accident yesterday, which I asked for the paperwork yesterday. Obviously, nothing ever comes back, so you have to then chase it, and no doubt I'll have another disagreement with someone about it all. But anyway, so I can't wait. Well, and yeah, well, the traffic's been really good. I left 20 past. It's only 42 minutes to get to work today. That is so, well, 45 by the time I get to work, but that's just nothing. I can't believe how cruisy it's been. No, well, technically my time, my shift is 8:30. 8:30 to 5, but again, I don't clock on and clock off. So I used to get to work before 8 o'clock all the time, but just depends on the traffic. But now I couldn't be bothered. Because sometimes I go to work and I want to have a coffee when I get there, and it's funny because there's another driver at work that says to me, sends me a text message saying, come on around and have coffee. And I go to him, yeah, but then I walk in the office and there's something wrong with the printers or something else for us, and I never make it to the lunchroom. And he just comes back and he goes, yeah, good one. So yeah, or sometimes he goes, don't walk in through the back door, walk in through the front door so you get to the lunchroom first, so you don't see all the issues that you're walking into. It's funny. Yeah. Oh, thank you. Coffee, yeah. I am on a health kick right now, which is something. Well, I've got a bet going with a driver of mine. I'm just gonna pull over here, talk to you for a couple of minutes before I go in, because I'm nearly at work. I have a bet going who's gonna lose the most, technically weight, but BMI in the next 6 months, and we decided to put $1,000 bet on it. So I got $1,000 riding on it to lose more weight than him. And he's 70 years old, so he's 15 kilos heavier than me anyway. So we're doing pretty well. I think I lost 14 kilos now, so you know, I don't know how to say this, but you know how sometimes you see the revenge photos of like celebrities and stuff like that, and influencers and all that, where the couple break up and all that shit. What do you call it? So they break up and all that, and whatever happens, and then the wife or the ex-wife then 6 months later posts photos where she's lost her 30 kilos and she's, or whatever, you know, had her boob job done and whatever else, and then she goes, have a look at this, is what you're missing out on now, whatever, to her partner. That's gonna be me, revenge. As a joke to my ex-wife and all that, I'm just gonna, you know, say, look at all the weight they lost, because she was trying to lose weight too, but she didn't get anywhere. But yeah, but if I can continue that till the end of the year, I'm actually gonna probably lose 35 kilos and I'll be nearly in my proper weight. I actually went to the shop on Sunday to buy clothes slightly smaller. Even my uniform at work and the clothes I wear for work is getting a bit big. Look like I'm wearing bloody 3 times the size stuff, so it's nice. Yeah, I was stuffing up my my weight loss so much. I mean, I kept on eating a lot less and all that, because I used to drive cabs also a long time ago, so that didn't help. I used to sit on my ass. But so you was already eating less and all that, but it was just breaking even on weight. But now I just said, no, stuff it. That's why we did this competition thing. We said, no, we're gonna try. And so far, for the last 6 weeks or 7 weeks or whatever the hell we've been doing this for, we've done pretty well, or maybe even longer. Maybe it's been 2 months now, but we're actually kicking goals. We're actually, and even him, I didn't think he was going to do it at all, really. I mean, he's pretty rich anyway, so for him $1,000 is nothing. He used to be the CEO of all the private hospitals in Tasmania and Victoria, and he works for me now. So funny. But anyway, so it's not like he hasn't got money, but he's actually losing weight too, quicker than me, which is frustrating. But it's hard work, I tell you, because I mean, half the time I'm hungry or this, and people go out and eat and you just don't eat, and then, or not as much. In a way, it feels good doing it, trust me, but I just hate doing the exercise. And that's why I want to do more camping and going away and do more of my walks, which is where my 4-wheel drive comes into it, that I can't get finished. So hopefully in the next month it's done, so I can actually go away and you can actually see me stream from some bloody forest or something, doing some walk, which will be really good. I can't wait to do that. Well, I did the Wineglass Bay walk, which was 6 hours, and I streamed that, but it wasn't 100% good because the phone coverage wasn't the greatest. But anyway, revenge body, yeah man, that's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna show her, so here you go, this is what you're missing out on, baby. But no, we still talk to each other, it's all good, like, you know. Actually, I spoke to her last night because she's going overseas or something. But yeah, you see that, and that's the thing. Just be careful when you're sick, though, because we had someone, like I said, one of my workers here was sick. He had a surgery too, and now was sick, and then he had cancer. So, and then he died like early this year. So, and he was only 60, I think, from memory. So just be wary that, yeah. And they thought it was just some freaking antibacterial bullshit, some itis or something, so they kept on pumping him with antibiotics. Yeah, the ladder, very good actually. I'm still on 2 minds of it, because I didn't realize it was a 4-step ladder. Well, I did realize when I got it, but I didn't realize how big it was still. So I was using it to test it out. Funnily enough, my mum goes, oh, I've got a 2-step ladder. She goes, we can swap. So I might grab her ladder and test it out to see if that's even better, because that's half the size kind of thing. So that's even, you know, easier to fit in the back of the car in the four-wheel drive. I'll show you some photos later of the four-wheel drive when I finally get it all done and put all the shit back in it. My Scarpa's being you're a funny guy. That bay is beautiful, Wendon Brewery. Yeah. Yeah. Well, that walk sucks though, okay, in One Glass Bay. It's like shit. Like, whatever the hell it is. 13 kilometers or whatever the hell, and 6 hours of hell. I was so effed at the end. I didn't think I was going to make it. I thought I was going to get winched at the end. I was going to be one of the dumbasses on the news hikers that get winched because I couldn't make it to the end. But I did make it in the dark with my torch on. Well, enjoy being the ride. Make sure you put some traffic lights in for it. Yeah, sleep apnea. Yeah, that's what I said. I had the same issue too at one stage. And you're right though, we do blame shit that we shouldn't be. Oh, there's a couple of people from my work just walking past. Oh, man, she's pretty annoying, that girl on the right. But anyway. Yeah, as I'm saying, you should have put some traffic lights on for them. But anyway, alright, it's nearly 8:30. I'm surprised I haven't got a text message saying hurry up, coffee time, or did I miss one? Hold on, let me check. No? Okay. Oh no. Just a message to say I can check in for my flight for the weekend. Good news, I can check in. Yeah, thanks for ripping me off on the flights too. Living Tasmania, you bloody shit state when it comes to flights. Alright. You just enjoy your kids this morning. Sorry I didn't make it yesterday when you didn't have the kids. I try to go out of my way to get on Wednesdays. I really have to be more consistent, but it's just bloody being an Uber driver sucks. But the good news is, my daughter said, I'm going to get my license before my next birthday, which is in 4 months' time. I just laughed my head off. I said, good luck with that one. So we'll see what happens. We'll see if she actually pulls that off. If she does, that sucks because I'm going to have to give her car back. This used to be my car, but it's hers now because I wrote mine off last year, but I haven't replaced it. So then I'll have to move everything into another car, all my streaming shit. But yeah. Oh, Tuesdays now. Okay. Okay, I'll keep that in mind. I think Tuesdays is usually her morning shift. I'll see that. Alright, I'll see how it goes. Maybe one day I'll just tell her she has to put up with me while I'm driving. And just, yeah. Oh, I'll see how I go. If I don't talk to you again this week, have a nice weekend coming up because I won't be streaming this weekend. Because I do stream on my gaming thingy that I do sometimes, but I haven't even done that for like the last 2-3 weeks. I just couldn't be bothered. But yeah, have a nice weekend otherwise, and I'll try to keep Tuesdays as the day somehow to catch up where you've got less distractions for yourself. And on top of everything else, hope you get better. I really want to hear you say, I'm actually feeling better. And if I'm ever down Queensland way, I'll let you know if I'm that way somewhere in the south especially. So you never know, I might be able to swing by somewhere and say hello if we're still talking at that time. But yeah. Yeah, I'll try to have fun in Melbourne. I'm going to a couple of four-wheel drive shops, like the King's four-wheel drive centre and stuff like that, because we've got nothing here. I just want to look at some camping stuff and some, because I hate BCF and Anaconda and all that shit. So if yeah, if that happens, yeah, so I'm doing that on the weekend. Plus, I can't remember, seeing a friend of mine that I haven't seen in 20 or 16 years or something. We talk all the time, but he just drives trucks and stuff around Australia. So I'm going to catch up with him. But anyway, so I'm going to do that. And like I said, if I'm down your way, because I do want to go up that way still. And I'm sometimes pretty spontaneous. I just sometimes say, that's it, I'm just flying out and doing it. So you never know. I'll let you know if that happens in the next 3 or 4 months. Who knows? Thank you. Get better. And I hope everything's well for you. All right. And I will talk to you. Yeah. I'll talk to you hopefully next week if everything goes well for me and stuff. I'll try to get more on and do things. on the weekend too when I do my walks and stuff like that. But yeah, anyway, thanks for the chat, and yeah, I shall talk to you soon. All right, take care.